Dear all, as you all know that due to COVID virus, we are facing lockdown and we are not having regular scheduled classes. So I, Dr. Seema Maheshwari, am trying to cover the remaining syllabus with the help of e-lecture. So today we are going to start with the first e-lecture with the topic wastewater management. After going through this e-lecture, you will be able to understand what the wastewater and what is the primary treatment. To begin with the topic, we need to understand what the wastewater is. Wastewater is any water that has been contaminated by human use, that is, from any combination of domestic, industrial, commercial, or agriculture activities. Wastewater management is the process of removing contaminants, waste materials from wastewater through physical, chemical, and biological processes, and the main objective is to remove bad odor and destruction of aquatic organisms. It promotes effective and responsible water use, treatment, and disposal. Further, it encourages the protection and restoration of watersheds. In this lecture, we will understand all the steps of wastewater management, that is, collection, conveyance, treatment, and disposal. Now, it's time to think about your daily life. Where does the wastewater come from? And how the wastewater goes from your kitchen or bathroom to the main sewer. So, wastewater from various sources of your house is collected in the house sewer by means of traps, bathroom traps, or kitchen traps. Traps are attached to the bottom of sink. The sewage water from house sewer goes to the branch sewer, and branch sewer is connected to main sewer. Wastewater from main sewer goes to wastewater treatment plant through the trunk sewer. There are some main holes you must have seen on the roads near your houses. These are to provide cleaning and inspection of the sewer line. Here's a detailed picture of collection and transportation of wastewater. Here you can see how the wastewater travels from house sewer to the branch sewer, from branch sewer to the main sewer, and through the main sewer it is taken to the water waste treatment plant through the trunk sewer. Here these are the main holes to provide cleaning. Wastewater treatment is carried out by following three treatment processes. Primary treatment is physical treatment, secondary treatment is biological treatment, and tertiary treatment is chemical treatment. This is the overall representation of wastewater management, how wastewater is collected, then transported and treated through following various steps of primary, secondary, and tertiary treatment. Now we will study primary treatment. This involves removal of floating materials, sand, gravel, and fat through following various steps. And first step is screening. Screening is done with the help of mechanical stirrer, which is just like a comb-like structure. Wastewater is screened to remove large objects such as rags, wooden pieces, clothes, sticks, etc. And this process is very essential as they may clog the mechanical equipment and pipes further. This is the second step of primary treatment is sand removal. Sand needs to be removed to avoid damage to pumps. For this purpose, hydrocyclone separator is used where centrifugal force creates water movement which forces heavier particles to settle towards the wall of the separator. Here you can see the sand particles stick to the wall of separator. This is the third step of primary treatment, which is known as skimming. This is the process where fat, oil, and grease, combinedly called as fog, can be removed so that bad odor can be eliminated. This is done with the help of skimmer, where a skimming tank is a chamber so arranged that the floating matter like fat, oil, grease rise and remain on the surface of the wastewater until removed as the compressed air pushes damp from the air diffusers while the liquid flows out effluent continuously. This was all about primary treatment. I hope this lecture been fruitful to you. I look forward for your feedbacks. Thank you all.